Hi everybody, it's Marcy Regan here, and I'm coming to you with April's colour and vibration and what that means for you. And I also plan to do a bit of a card reading and a healing just to prepare you to have a fantastic April. So, the colour associated with April is green. Now there's different shades. You have that emerald green shade. Then there is this lovely spring kind of lime colour shade. And then you have a shade actually which I've been drawn to wear today. It's kind of got more of the yellow tone in it, but it's very much a green. Now, when I tuned in with the energy of April, the colour that I got as a vibration of the kind of green aspect that we're working with is this beautiful spring colour, kind of a lime green. I'm just going to put it on me because what it will mean is as you're looking at this, then you are actually going to be taking that colour in through your eyes. From your eyes, it's sending a message to your brain, and from your brain, it's sending a message to your endocrine system, and the endocrine system is responsible for our feelings, how we feel, and as a result of that, we take action from that place of how we're feeling. So, this month is all about new beginnings. It feels like a new year. It's associated with this colour, which is about new beginnings. And it's a great month that will, if you make the most of this month, that you will get more clarity about who you are, more clarity about what you want, more clarity about what the next step is. But it's all about giving yourself the chance to start all over. This colour is also a very healing colour. It's more kind of like a lovely green balm. So there's an awful lot of soothing energy coming into April as well. Try and get out in nature this month as much as possible. Ground yourself, connect yourself, and connect in with the heart. So the heart is very much active this month. It's about how do I feel here in my heart? What are my heart's desires? If you were to point to yourself, you would point to your heart. This is who you are. This is where it's stored. So this is a really great month to give yourself permission to start all over, to get to know who you are on a soul level, why you're here, what you came here to do, and how you can do that from a place of love, compassion, joy. When, you can see as well, when you look at, couples who have just met, this kind of loved up feeling, they have this glow, the same, for brides on their wedding day, they have this glow. And so there's something about that energy available to us to harness, kind of just connect in with that vibe, with that vibration for the month of April. And the other thing about April is it's a month for forgiveness. To forgive. Hi girls, hi Marta, hi Jarita. To forgive yourself. Maybe to forgive other people that have hurt you in the past. And to let go. Forgiveness is really one of the greatest healers. And green is the colour for healing. So harness and make the most of this vibration for this month. Okay, so I just want to make sure that you get as much of that ray into your cells as possible. So let's do a connection. And let's see what comes. So we can fill you up with a green ray, give you a bit of a tap up, and just set you up for a great April. So let's take a couple of deep breaths, breathing in goodness and breathing out anything you want to let go of. Breathing in goodness and breathing out anything you want to let go of. Breathing in goodness and breathing out anything you want to let go of. Feel your feet being pulled into the floor underneath you. And feel this suction of energy from the soles of your feet down into the floor, down in through the rocks and lava, down to your earth star, and down into the heart of the earth. Now, as you connect in with the heart of the earth, I want you to feel this connection. And I want you to realize and feel and know how supported you are by Mother Earth. Feel the nourishment, the presence, the connection, and the abundance. And I've just been reminded actually that this is a very abundant month because it's associated with green, which is linked to abundance. So feel the presence of those energies as you connect in with the heart of the earth. And in fact, the energy that I'm getting that's coming from the earth is this green that we have. So I want you to really, 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 I'm going to hold it up a bit more for you, really, really, really take in that colour and feel this colour moving up from the heart of source, from the heart of earth, all the way up through your earth star, up through the rocks and lava, into your feet, up through your legs, into your hips, up through the trunk of your body. Down your arms, hands and fingers, up through your shoulders, up through your throat, your face, out through the crown of your head and up to your soul star. Breathe that in. Breathe that in. Do you feel the balance? Do you feel, and this green is also about harmony and balance. Just let that energy settle you down, settle you in, and feel a great sense of contentment and knowing. You know, our heart knows. When we connect in with our heart, then we have this knowing, we have this trust, we have this knowledge. Even if sometimes we need to make a big step, when we are rising into the next level, then, you know, the truth about that is it's exciting, but it does bring up fears, and this is a great colour to kind of balance those fears. Follow the calling of your soul, follow the calling of your heart that you are aware of, but maybe you've been putting off, or maybe you have been a bit too afraid to really go for it. Then I really feel that this colour is telling you, and this energy that's coming in now is telling you, go for it. It's the green light. And now we're just going to ask pure absolute divine love to descend down from the heart of source, down into the crown of our head, into our mind, into our eyes, our ears, our face, down the back of our head, down into your throat, down your shoulders, arms, hands and fingers, down into your heart, healing the heart. All of the emotions, every single emotion goes through our heart. So healing the heart, soothing the heart, repairing the heart with this divine, pure, absolute divine energy and the presence of this green. Down into your solar plexus, into your sacral, into your hips, down your legs, out through your feet, down into the floor, down into the earth, and down to the heart of the earth. And now we're going to invite the divine and earth energies into your heart. And feel this like a vortex of energy moving around ever so gently, ever so beautifully, connecting in with the divine feminine. Self-care, love, trust, wisdom, creativity, knowing. Then you have the divine masculine, which is power, presence, strength, love, trust. And feel that melting into the heart, healing the heart on a very, very deep, profound level. Opening up your heart, opening up your chest, opening up your shoulders, opening up your arms to receive all of the abundance that this month has for you. This is preparation for you to really take in the green. Up through your throat, out through the crown of your head, down into your hips, into your legs, into your feet, out through your energetic field, up through your soul star, down into your earth star, and out to the universe. Take a deep breath and release. And now I want you to really, really, really feel yourself being showered with this beautiful color. Feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. And this is particularly powerful today as well, actually, because I just realized today also has the vibration of green. And green for me, it's one of my soul color personalities, and it's a color that's here to help me. Breathing that in and allowing it to soothe, heal, repair, ground, and center you from the heart. Take a deep breath and release. Excuse me, take a deep breath and release. And now we are going to do just a bit of a card reading, just one card to give us guidance about what is the additional message that's going to help you. The other thing to realize is this is the second quarter of 2017. You know that we're in the red vibration of is associated with 2017. So bringing the red and the green in together, it's very powerful because the red will ground you. And once you're grounded and present, then the green can be much stronger and much more, and lads, you're not going to believe, if I picked this out myself, I wouldn't get back as good. Look at that card. Wild compassion filled with green. Oh my God. Ascended Master Buddha and Peridot. It's a practically very similar color to what I've picked up. Now, look at that color, and I want you to, and look at the vibration of that card. I want you to breathe that in and release. Breathe that in and release. Breathe that in and release. Right. Wild compassion. We bring you the blessing of wild compassion. What if a restriction now could prepare you to receive greater freedom in the not too distant future, and to be able to appreciate, enjoy, and fully receive that freedom? What if growing pains now would strengthen you to be ready to receive a life-changing opportunity headed your way? What if rest and time to just be at this moment would help you build up your reserves for vital energy for a time in the future when you will be asked to step up? Perhaps to lead or use your energy in some way to support many. Wild compassion is at work in your life, and you can trust that it knows what you need and when, and will deliver it with unsurpassed grace. Wild compassion is what is active in your life when something is hidden, a hidden blessing. In some spiritual traditions, this is known as obscuring grace. It is something that seems to be undesirable at first, and yet in due course reveals itself to actually be something for which you are most grateful. When the situation is happening, however, it will often seem absolutely impossible to the mind that you could ever feel gratitude for what is taking place. Yet, if you allow yourself to engage in your life journey with an open and trusting heart, you'll find that wild compassion will bamboozle your mind and dazzle your heart again and again with its unfailing, gracious and tender love of your soul. As you take this journey, you will come to realize you are not just another blob of light having a life experience in the universe, one amongst the many not particularly known or loved or acknowledged. In fact, the universe loves and cares for you with such personal, intimate detail that your every need is anticipated and responded to with care. No matter how difficult things may seem to be at times, you will, if you keep your heart and mind open, come to realize you are always, without fail, being served by a loving, divine intelligence. I want to show you that again because I just love that card. When wild compassion strikes, you are going to need to delve deep and tap into trust, into curiosity, into your sense of humor. You can know that only the divine can truly put your plans into absolute disarray, and if that is happening, which is absolutely will from time to time, then there is a good, loving, helpful reason for it. The best way to respond to wild compassion is to allow yourself to be wild too. That means not being afraid to let go of the script of your life, to think in your feet, or even better, to let your instincts move your feet and not think so much at all. To let yourself intuitively respond to life as though you were in a dance together rather than a boxing match. You don't have to duck and weave to avoid what life sends your way. You can play, engage, be curious, sometimes feel pain, but always understand that the pain, because sometimes pain is an unavoidable part of life, is part of the healing the divine is sending your way. It is not out of cruelty. Sometimes the pain of letting something go now saves you from the agony of having what is not meant for you, causing you far greater suffering over the long term. Wild compassion is not always painful. Often it is utterly joyful. Now you can see actually some of the yellow bits coming in there to that card, and yellow is about joy. It sweeps in, and before your eyes, what was considered an opportunity for a small game becomes a trigger for a cascading flow of divine blessings into your life. Wild compassion provides whatever is needed for your deepest and most soul-satisfying success. It is neutral, it is wise, and it serves the higher will of the universe. It cannot be controlled by the mind, nor is it often understood by the mind, except in hindsight upon occasion. It cannot be thwarted or blocked by human will, yet it is our choice whether or not to embrace and enjoy it, even if we find it mysterious or resist and fear its workings in our lives. For those reasons, you can trust it completely. It is the hand of the divine sweeping in and uprooting what needs to be removed and planting what needs to be planted. It might be stark at times, but it is always loving. And no matter what you believe at the time, eventually you will be grateful. What a beautiful card. So let's do the healing. So I want you to repeat after me as you look at this card. Just breathe that card in another little bit. Breathing it in and breathing out the healing. The releasing. Breathing it in and breathing it out. So as you look at this card, I want you to imagine that the mandala image is facing downwards, resting on your crown chakra. It's at the top of your head. And let your crown chakra take that color in. And now you're going to repeat after me. I choose of my own free will, through this and any lifetime, and through all layers of my entire being, to surrender any resistance to the unconditional love of wild compassion. I open myself up to life, vulnerable, trusting, and delighted with the divine intimacy of my unconditionally loving connection to life and the universe. Through divine grace and unconditional love, so be it. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that you're going to take this card and you're going to have it in the prayer position like this. And we'll just bow our heads a little bit. And you're going to repeat after me. May wild compassion bring joy to the hearts of all living beings. According to divine compassion, and in service to the great divine plan of love unfolding, so be it. And now we're going to say the affirmation. I am blessed by wild compassion, and I trust in the unconditionally loving intervention of the divine on my behalf. My life is wild and free, a faithful expression of my soul blessed by grace. I am blessed by wild compassion, and I trust in the unconditionally loving intervention of the divine on my behalf. My life is wild and free, a faithful expression of my soul blessed by grace. I am blessed by wild compassion, and I trust in the unconditionally loving intervention of the divine on my behalf. My life is wild and free, a faithful expression of my soul blessed by grace. Take a deep breath and release. Take a deep breath and release. And just know as well that this month is, as it's associated with the green, it's associated as well with money. It's money making April. So it's a very good idea to set an intention of whatever amount of money you would love to invite into your life. Wrap it in that green light, in this lovely, lovely colour, and let it be ignited and let the energy build around you, inside you, in your business, in your life, and let yourself be open to receive all of the abundance, all of the love, compassion, healing and care that April is bringing to you this month. So if you found this Facebook Live useful, then I'd be very grateful if you would share it out to your friends. Also for the month of April, I happen to have one slot of VIP left. I had someone book in for a VIP day and something has come up for them, so we've had to move it to May. So I have a 1-day VIP with me where we would explore where you are, what you've come here to do, how your soul, what your soul is, what attributes you have deep inside you. And we will also, if needed for you, create spirit-guided packages and pricing so that you can stand up, be seen, be visible, get out of your own way in a loving, sacred space that I will create for you. And if that's something that you would be interested in, then I'll put a link underneath here for an application form, and you can apply and let's have a conversation to see if that is something that you need right now, and so that you can make the most of April and you can invite abundance, love, compassion into your life. There's also a pre-call and an after call, and it's the most exquisite, beautiful, sacred, transformational day where my clients are getting huge breakthroughs in that one day with me in just a lovely, just taking the time out for you. So thank you for watching, my darlings. Mwah! Big kiss. Take care. Bye.